So many opportunities, so many ways to make things happen. What's the right one? I'm Dom Jackson with David A Media, and this is the 7 Day Scoop Show, my weekly show where I document my career and decisions that I'm making. If you're a venture you're trying to pursue, that's why I use my story and my life to help document and motivate you. So, when do you know what to do? Story time. So, I had opportunity come up in my current venture with Car Keys Express in Nashville, Tennessee. They have another van that has some things going on. They need to have kind of someone go in and make some changes. So from my understanding right now, starting next week at the time of filming this, well, starting tomorrow at the time of filming this, I want people put the opportunity to go out there and help make a change. More or less, my understanding of what is going on is that everyone's going to, a bunch of people being put out there from different places to help out with the team and seeing who kind of comes off as the one that's undeniably the one that brought the most value, led the most stuff, and made the biggest change, with the opportunity of, being the one that helped fix that cause, to help get to their next phase of getting their van and possibly getting that van. So it's a very competitive but team-oriented but results-based thing. And, all the decisions that I've made so far are the ones that got me here, coming to St. Louis, coming here, working on my sales, working on my craft, working on this. So, making the right decision is never something that's easy to know, but you can use your previous things you've done, your previous inputs to figure out what output to make in the future. And, the ones as far as going in, putting in the work, identifying what are the key things I need to do to get better at the phase I need to do in, and adjusting what those inputs are on a consistent basis is the best way to win. So, I'm very glad that I had the opportunity, because I was supposed to be out here for 3 months. I got here in the end of June, and I'll be leaving for the Nashville part in the beginning of October, tomorrow. Great opportunity for me. And when it comes to yourself, just really be you can't be too wrong and you can't be too right. Life is very much in the gray and what you decide it to be. So that's one of my biggest frameworks for things. But as far as decision basing, just knowing what you want and trying to figure out how to get there. Along that, some other things that I learned with the decision making process and life strategies as a whole is that I don't know how many things there's certain things are definitively bad and certain things are definitively good, but a lot of things are in the gray. And here's some examples. I had some moments with customer service wise that I kind of had to think on my own to figure out what to do. Granted, the owner of the business is there, the lead person, he's helping us out and helping us go there, but his entire mentality is making sure that we can sustain our own and run a powerful business with this franchise. So we like to see how we think about things on our own with each problem solving. So one of the things that happened to me yesterday, actually, I had 2 customers who were interacting with another one of my colleagues, and I heard everything that was said more or less. I was there. He was newer, so I know there's certain levels of things that may not be said at the cadence or consistency that we're used to saying it, but I heard enough of it to know that he had enough to get the job done. Now these people, after getting their services done, were implying that we told them they were going to get another additional item for the same price that they would have. Now all of our prices are set in stone. We don't change them. We don't have special deals because we are, the people that we're partnered with have the prices set at what they can do, so we make sure we follow the rules, to the T. So there was no free thing ever. But these 2 customers decided to say we owed them an extra key with their purchase. And he was like, yeah, we got this key, you told us this, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. And it was never said. That was never said. But it was a tactic that these people used to get over, to get some free stuff. And, when I first saw it, because the way they were coming at it, it seemed kind of weird. We never say that, we don't do that. They were saying that this person talked to them when it wasn't the person that talked to them. Because I know my whole team, we all know each other. And they said, no, it was you. And he was like, no, I was inside. I didn't do this. You talked to somebody else. And I saw the whole thing, so I knew it didn't happen. But they had a great, little con game of trying to use people's confusion into getting some more free stuff. And I saw it and I was like, that's a great strategy. You know, if you can do that in 100 different scenarios, how many times you can get something for free? Because we offered them a chance to refund the money and give them back so they leave the way they came, but they didn't want to take it. So they had an opportunity to, you know, have the miscommunication be understood and leave what they did, leave how they came, but they didn't because they were trying to get over, which goes back to my whole strategy thing. So, you know, I'm not mad at these people for that because life is hard. There's a lot of decisions you have to make. There's a lot of, you gotta figure out how to survive. And if you can have they can have their little like con game that they work with people, small businesses to get more stuff. It might work for them sometimes, it might work for them not sometimes. But they have a strategy for it and they have a system for it. Which I was like, cool, you know. It's something I have to watch out for now as someone who's gonna be running and operating. They know that, hey, not everyone's gonna come in with the purest and most ethical of intentions. And it's also like, you know, a new phase in the game, like, hey, you gotta see what's up, you gotta see how this is going. And just, it is what it is. But then, like, what are my decisions to make to identify those people and how do I react with them? So, you know, there's so many different phases of what it takes to hit that next stage and what it takes when you're on that new level, between competition, between, you know, giving quality service while also protecting yourself as well, your team and your asset. And it's what comes with that, you know, the rejection and the asking the questions before you get to the questions, and, you know, the assertion of who you are, and you know, the dominance of like, no, this is not going to happen. It's a big deal. When it comes to making decisions, all I can say is, one, really know what you want, because a lot of things can happen and you have to pick what things are winning for you, because life's pretty gray unless you have a set criteria of like results based, you know, like money's always going to be money. You know, people's going to be people, time's going to be time. And, you know, find the input to get the right output that you want. And then, you know, as always, take it one step at a time and get there day by day.